Hey, it's just so Trish, and it's Wellness Wednesday, but I'm filming it on Friday because I don't feel good, and I don't look nearly as bad as I feel, but I always feel like I look as bad as I feel, and that the mirror is just denying me, and so then I'm just like, I can't get it together. I got my front door open. It's kind of noisy. Anyways, here we go. So on Wednesday, I talked a little bit about it during Mama Gets Fit. And if you didn't watch that one, it was a really good one. But yesterday I did go to get my test done. And I did find some things out right off the bat. And there's still a lot I gotta find out. So some of the things that has been happening this month, and I've told you about it the last few Wednesdays, and 10 pounds I gained, and I'm not even eating donuts, which of course then makes me want to eat donuts, except when I eat the wheat, I get really sick, and that doesn't work well. And then, brain fog has been horrible. The fatigue has been insane. So stuff we're testing for is thyroid. We're checking out adrenal fatigue. We are, doing not vitamins, I don't know, it was to the point like, yes, let's do it all, and at the same time, like, my brain cannot remember everything we're doing. So just a full gamut. And the very first thing we figured out is I am low on the hormone progestrine. And when I started looking up what that meant, a lot of my symptoms were there. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. So I was really terrified, like I have leaky gut, and because that's what my Pinterest MD told me. Because I'm diagnosing myself on MD. Do you hear all the noise? This is why I'm homesick. I want to go home. And look, I haven't even taken the painter's tape because I'm at the front door, but I'm got the camera at the front door and I'm sitting back. So I'm going to start progesterone, but I can't do the cream until like certain days after in my cycle. And so since those days have already passed, I have to wait for the next cycle to start it. So it'll be a while, but she said immediate. I should have some immediate effects. The next part is doing this really intense cleanse. It's like a month long. And it's, I'm going to order it. It is like $275 to do this cleanse. But she's like, this is what I want you to do, that we need to begin healing, and this is the only one I trust to heal you. So I'm like, you say so, I'll do it. So when I get that in, I will tell you all about it. We will be doing that journey together, week by week. And so I have to do that. But by the time the cleanse is over, essentially I should only be doing like raw vegan by the end of the cleanse. And it's one of those like what your diet determines how intense the cleanse is. So, and she's really like, you should be off wheat and you should be off dairy and you should be. And I'm like, so in this last month, it has been really emotional for me. And really emotional. And it has not the fact, it's just the fact that like, I can watch my videos from 6 weeks ago and I'm like, I can watch myself and go, I know how I felt. And I want to feel that good again. And it feels like it's so quick downhill. And when we went through like everything, like the last 12 to 15 months of my life and what was going on and how I was feeling, this seems to be very much a long time brewing issue and not like something that just came out of nowhere. And it just finally had a straw that broke the camel's back. And it seems as though the straw that broke the camel's back might have been my sugar binge between Christmas and New Year's. How's that? And just trying to recover, and just from the stress and everything else. And my anxiety has been really high. Like, the way I know my anxiety is really high, this eye right here constantly twitches. And so I finally got to the point where it didn't twitch, but maybe once every 2 weeks. And now it's twitching like a dozen times a day. Dozens. Let me rephrase it. Dozens of times a day. It's always twitching. It might actually start twitching now. And so with the twitching, it kind of makes me hard to be like, okay, I can make a video. Because I'm like, and it's hard because there's nothing mentally like really stressing me, or I'm not being emotional about anything. My body is just twitching. Just hearing sounds, hearing that sound. Did you hear that sound? Gets my eye twitching. And I'm ready to be home. So I think although I'm trying not to focus on the things that have stressed me and emotional, I am stressed. I mean, with everything we've done this last year, and the flood, and just the chaos and all of that, it has been stressful. So we're working on that. So after losing 35 pounds and then miraculously gaining 10 pounds in a month, that has been a bit like, but the important part is I gotta heal. Because obviously there's something wrong. Hi, baby. I know. And there's something that has to heal. She's always got to come in. And they make faces. So I have to take some of my own advice. Heal. Heal is more important than weight loss. But then I also have to realize, I feel like this is kind of like a riptide. Down here we have a lot of riptides. So what it is that there's this underlying current. So that the water can look beautiful on the beach, and there's this underlying current. There's an underlying current that when you swim out there will actually get a hold of you and take you out into the deep waters. And a lot of people die from when they get caught in a rip current because they fight it. So what'll happen is they'll fight the rip current all the way out. And when they're finally out of the rip current, all you need to do is swim back in and you're fine. But they're exhausted. They're so exhausted that that's where they drown. They don't drown they drown in the rip current from fighting it. But they drown fighting the rip current. And so I feel like right now I'm in the rip current of my health. Stop. I'm in the rip current of my health. And I could fight this. And I could fight tooth and nail and starve myself in order not to have this weight gain, because it doesn't seem like it matters what I eat. I'm just gaining. Or I can do what you're supposed to do in a rip current and just relax. Just relax and live as naturally as I can. Make good decisions based on the moment, based on what my body is telling me I need. And when I'm finally done with the rip current, because it will end, it's not going to be forever. I mean, hopefully it won't be another month or two. But when it's done, I will have the energy and the stamina and the determination and be ready to swim back to shore, which would be, removing what has been gained and allowing that time to heal. So that's what I'm really focused on, is not to get myself caught up. Try to take care of the best I can. So for now, that's been a lot of bone broth, a lot of greens, very little dairy, very little wheat. She's got to sing. And keeping my meat very careful, not to overload on meat also. And doing the best I can to take care of myself. Doing the best I can. I am not perfect. I mean, I'm going to be honest, if I've gained 10 pounds in a month and I haven't enjoyed an ice cream, I wouldn't have enjoyed an ice cream. Because I'm like, it's coming on. It's really, now I don't want to encourage the weight gain and double up the weight, but realizing not to be so strict on myself, otherwise I could get really, really depressed. So that's what I've got going on. When I get the stuff in, you will definitely be doing the journey of this cleanse with me. I'm hoping to feel so much better that my video recording won't be impacted. But I'm really exhausted. I mean, I'm like pregnant, exhausted, and I'm not pregnant, which is really sad because I'm like, if I'm gonna feel this bad, I'd have a baby at the end. But no, I'm really, really exhausted. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm always thankful that you're here for the journey with me, because it definitely gives me encouragement. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Say it. You gotta do those 2 fingers. Peace out. Say it. Peace out.